Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Mini a TrueNet, and welcome back to Stellaris, where the war in heaven is going pretty well. Albeit, yeah, pushing into the actual heartland of the Growthurps, that's going to be a bit more on the tricky side. We're going to need the actual Aphids' help for that, but fortunately, we've pretty much wrapped up every other front. Over here in the east, that's pretty much done. That has been settled in our favour. That's the only continuity up there. They don't count for anything. And the Pithoks are almost done as well. So as soon as we get done clearing out all of this, yeah, all of the Aphids should, if they're not already, be heading down south. I am trying to hold the line right now. I've got some of my strongest fleets chilling out here. Starfish Defense. What have we got? That's just reinforcements piling in. We've got General Security at 71,000 or so there. And the Death Star's just going around basically blowing up any world that looks at me funny if it happens to belong to the stupid bloody Raxar. After all, if I'm handing over all of this territory to the Rhino Turtles, I don't exactly want them to have good territory. So I'm quite happy to blow up every world as we go along. Everyone already hates me. Doesn't matter, to be honest. It's not like they can hate me more than they already do, so screw it, whatever. Now, speak of the devil, by any chance is that, yeah, there we go. The Athlid Enforcers are heading in. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I've pretty much cleared the way for them. So if you guys... Did you guys just go north? Are you guys seriously going north? Why are you going north? Seriously, oh. Hang on, did you just actually... Oh. Right. Okay. This is of interest. It would appear the... Oh, wow. Okay, the Aphids are doing a from multiple directions warp-in. Well, lardy flipping dar. And they're bringing in their Death Star. Though their Death Star doesn't actually kill. Their Death Star just basically locks a planet away forever. Which is probably better, I guess. But yeah. Alright, they are apparently bringing down the pain to flipping Raxar world. So, alright then, what have you? Now, if they're planning to do that, then that actually leaves the door wide open for me to go and clean up all of this if I have a spare fleet floating around. Yeah, Shield Fleet's just chilling out over here. Right, Shield Fleet, hop over there. Claim that system nice and fast, and then once you're done with that, just basically start mopping up all of this. This is all a dead end, so this should all be up for grabs. Hopefully the Rhino Turtles better not have claimed this. I can actually check that with the claimed. Yeah, you know what? I've decided I'm going to claim all of this. So, screw all of you. I'm at maxed out influence right now, so I will be having all of this when it becomes available, thank you. You know, I didn't actually want to exterminate the Pithok, or the mushrooms, or... whoever the guys I exterminated over here are. Gamvius Imperium. I haven't forgotten their names. I remember who they are. It's fine. We'll set up a memorial later and everyone will pretend to be sad. I'm pretty confident the only reason I had to do it was because the Aphids kept getting distracted. And if I could just stop the Aphids from getting distracted, then there's a decent chance the Aphids will actually be able to basically push in and win the war against the Growthurps right now. And I can just follow and help. But it looks like now they've turned their attention over here. Now, have you guys actually... Can we see your... Oh. Do you actually have this thing ready to go? It is... Oh, it's preparing to shield. Ooh. Is that your open pose? Are you open right now? You probably will be if I just... Yeah, hang on. Let's actually let time go on here. So you're bombarding a planet. Well, that's just mean. You've just started bombarding a planet, and after you're done bombarding it, at that point, you're going to basically lock it away so it can never get, like, reinforcements or supplies. What happens if you break something they can't make down there? At that point, they can never have it again. I can't deny, though, the Fallen Empire thing here, the Colossus, that's pretty good. Ooh, I like that. I can't deny, I like that better. I like the fact mine kind of opens up like a flower. A beautiful, beautiful, but slightly deadly flower. But this one's pretty good too. I actually think it's quite cool with all the lights on it, yes. And as one planet just sort of explodes, let's get another one cracked. There we go. Makes quite a nice explosion even from a distance. Right, so we're just cracking planets over here while trying to hold the territory while you guys are busy over here. You guys managed to, yeah, you guys have taken all of this. You guys head round over here. Looks like you've already taken out the fortress or whatever. So you guys just come round here, help yourselves to all of this business. Lovely. Let's actually see what your thing looks like when it's doing its business. I do like seeing Colossus in action. You don't see it that often. So now it is. Are you done charging? Oh, charging at 90%. It's ready to throw up the shields. This is kind of cool. So this is an Enforcer class Colossus of the Aphid Enforcers, which is technically managed to... Ooh. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's nice. That's really sexy, that visual effect. And then they just go around setting up a completely impenetrable shield that no one will ever get past ever again. Oh, that's sexy. Oh, that's really cool. I like that visual effect. I want to see the other Colossus in action. The other Colossus, well, Colossi, I suppose. They were very, very cool indeed. I mean, they come so late in the game, they're effectively worthless. They could just be training massive armies and using them for the same thing. But, oh, job flipping done. World shielded without technically killing anyone, so it's 100% not evil. Now, the Black Tide is over there. Where are they going? They're moving towards Ival. Okay. Fortunately, there's some big territories here, and it looks like I'm getting stuff for once. For once, I'm actually being given all this stuff, because we're so far away now, the Rhino Turtles don't have bloody claims down. I really feel like it's unfair they just got all of this, just because they came down at 6 AM and put their towels on the loungers. Dear oh flippin' dear. Oh, and speaking of which, I think they've actually just met up there. Do we actually have a... Yeah, we've actually got Awakened Ascendancy on Awakened Ascendancy action here, but oh. Oh dear. I feel like the Spiritualists are not doing well against the Materialists, especially as I have softened them up for you a little bit, and these guys are just swimming in point defense. So, actually, the Swarmers may be able to get around it a little bit, sure. So, these guys, where are you planning to go at this point? Are you just swinging... You swinging south? Yeah, they're swinging south. So they've got about 100,000 strength there, and now they're just going to start mopping up all of this, which is exactly what I wanted to see. And also, yeah, the update bar is just getting filled up with stuff I accidentally blew up. Okay, not accidentally at all. I'm not going to get away with that one, I don't think. Right, couple of things to blow up over here, by the way. Get over here, blow up some more worlds. Oh, I think I may have been bombarding this one for a bit too long. It feels like there's kind of nothing left on the surface. I'm so sorry. I should have actually invaded earlier. Right. Send down one army. I think they're pretty much ready to surrender at this point. And down we go. Anytime. There we go. Look.
Planetary invasion begun.
Planetary invasion begun and automatically won. And we didn't have to deal with the actual fuss of the world either. I think this one's a bit more on the... Hang on. Was this one? This is... Is it in any way... It's in no way guarded. However, it belongs to the Fallen Empire. So screw them. Yes, I know we've lost a colony. I didn't actually want it, to be honest. So, let's just quickly get you over here, because this world needs to be exploded. Lovely. So, with that done, we should be, yeah, pretty much mopped up over here. How are we doing with the final Pithot world, by the way? That's presumably going to take a bit of a battering. Yeah, that's still like 800 strong. This army is not so great. Though actually, now there's only one front. And where are the... Shut the civilian ships. Where are the other transport fleets? Do we want to actually deploy all of them over here? We may as well bring it all together. I don't even know where the other ones are at this point. So bring all of it together. Continue just basically working on that. Yeah, once we've got all of these working together, that'll be much easier. Do any of the fleets need an admiral, by the way? I think we actually just got a free one for an event a while ago I forgot about. And meanwhile, down here, the Ragsar Council still has some worlds, but they've been completely overrun by the Grolfurp at this point. So this area of space is just a flipping mess. Absolute mess. Good, we're actually gaining some territory around here. Not a huge amount, but at least we gained something. Anything good in here? Yeah, some alright systems. There's actually some neutronium ore up there. That'll be worth a little bit if anyone ever wants to buy the damn stuff. Ah, this is exactly what I wanted to see. That looks like, yeah, Aphids. Aphids are on the move, clearing out fairly tough little things here. Oh yeah, and they're moving in numbers right now, flipping 75,000 strength there. Good quality fleet. They're just going to be able to mop up all of this for me, and then I can just send in my actual armies to take it once it's been bombarded. But now these guys are on the front line, I'm actually in a much better situation, because I'm not the one who's having to bang my head against a wall anymore. What are you guys, by the way? 17,000, yeah. I think their strength has been mostly broken. They're only really capable of fielding what looks like anything up to, what's that? That's about 30,000 total. But if the Aphids get involved, that's not going to help out at all. And there's also a gateway. If I could have... Oh, yeah, this is going to be handed over to me. The moment this system falls, I'm actually getting myself a gateway here. And it should fall pretty soon. Hang on, what's actually here? This was a Raxar world. Then it was taken over. Presumably, currently it's held by... No, this is actually still Raxar space. Fine, this is... Oh, wow, there's a real weird patchwork going on here. Hopefully, by the time it's done, we'll actually be able to have most of this for ourselves. How are we doing up here, by the way? These guys... Ah, we've got reinforcements coming in insofar as we got ourselves new armies arriving. You... Okay, seriously, you guys could be doing better work elsewhere. Could you, like, get over there and join the... Oh, bloody hell. Okay, this world is... Where's the Death Star? Where's the Death Star? Let's hurry this the bloody hell up. Right, guys. I've got a new target for you. Get over here. Quick as you flipping light, get over there and just bomb that world to hell. Now, what do we have over here? 16,000 strength right here. Salvaged fleet is ready to move in this direction. Where are you trying to get to? 16,000 looks like it's just... Hang on, where are you going? You are just hanging out. Fine. Let's pick them off before they cause more trouble. And then salvage fleet can also help themselves to all of this. There's just 3,000 there. That's not a big deal. So salvage fleet can handle that. And yeah, we've got ourselves strong forces just swinging for all of this, handing over territory to me. These guys are being slow at the minute because... Actually, no. The jump cooldown thing is worn off, so they should be back up to normal speed. What else do I have? Oh, I've got 10 bajillion fleets that for some reason refuse to merge. We're still on 2.0.5, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention. I do own distant stars. However, what happened to this system? Okay, that's a weird hyperlane. Yeah, I do own distant stars, but there might be save file compatibility issues, and it kind of doesn't matter, because all the stuff distant stars adds is mostly stuff that is added when the map is created. This map's already been created, so it would basically make no difference, and there's not even really been any significant balance change as far as I can tell, just very, very small bits and pieces. For the late game, it shouldn't have a big impact. Also, just look at Rome. She's back up and running. Mainly just tabbies and starfish for whatever reason, but apparently the starfish needed somewhere to go. Well, it would make sense there were quite a few refugees, but don't ask why. It wasn't my fault. Okay, it wasn't entirely my fault. They didn't start it. Okay, let's just change the topic. Now, what do we have going on here? We've got ourselves... Yes, indeed, as I was hoping, we managed to catch one of these fleets. I think, however... Yeah, the Grolferp have decided to flee in this direction. And now they're just taken out. Okay, catch them. I don't want them taking care of any of that. Get down here and then start mopping up all of this. If we've got any other small forces around here, General Security isn't actually doing anything right now. You guys get over here, mop this up, and then you can probably jump over here and start working on this. You guys get over there, fine. This has already been mopped up by the looks of it. So, yeah. We've got a bit of a weird situation here where some of this has been claimed by the Rhino turtles, some of it belongs to me. You guys are so flipping lucky you sided with this empire, by the way. Because if you hadn't, 1, you'd be dead, and 2, I'd have all this stuff. So I feel slightly aggrieved that I'm on the same side as the bloody Rhino turtles, because me or the Raxar could have finished them off at any point in the last 2 centuries, and for some reason we just didn't. Right, can we actually get a warp? No, not quite. 1 more system over, we'll be able to warp over here, then we'll be in good shape. More and more systems are just falling over here and being handed straight over to me. Because thankfully, yeah, these guys don't have the claims on them. Probably the best thing for you to do after you actually take this system, by the way, you're currently just destroying an outpost, should go down in seconds, is probably perform a point-to-point jump to here. Yeah, that's going to be the faster way to do it. There we go, lovely. So you do that, head over there, that is... Ooh, okay, apparently you wanted that one particular black hole for yourself. That's okay, I guess. And then we're starting to roll them up. The thing is, hang on, who actually belongs to who? Ah, right, so many of the Khan successor states have actually sided with those guys, so they will be hostile. But that's fine. Presumably, relatively few people have claims on them, so we could have this territory. I mean, I've got the... Well, I've got some influence, and hang on, yeah, we could have some of this. We could have... Well, this is going to be a bit on the expensive side, to be honest, yes. Though actually, it looks like I could slap down the claims right now on, yeah, the actual world, the good world. These are the core worlds. Yeah. I'll be making those claims, thank you. That pretty much exhausts all of that. But, hang on, if I can get that one as well. Claims. Do I already have a claim on that? Who's claiming that? Claimed by... Oh, the Aphids want it. Fine. Well, it sounds like they're going to let me have the rest of it, so... Works for flipping me. These are going to be some good worlds I'm about to inherit. Lovely. Oh, Celestial Throne. 25 size Gaia world. With all sorts of advanced sexy technology. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do the job. Now, any chance we've done enough damage to... Oh. Okay, the Death Star probably isn't needed anymore. Merge all of the actual forces together. There we go. It's back up to 1,700. Right, land the armies. Death Star, sorry, you were a bit slow to arrive, so we don't actually require your services anymore. Instead, head down in this direction. Lovely. I might need to actually help break some of the deadlocks around here. Looks like these guys might have got stuck in this world. Yeah, looks like they've got stuck here. So I might need to... Oh, that's almost fallen. Fine. No need to actually destroy that in that case. You are over here. You've decided to come over here to help out. Thank you very, very much indeed. What am I doing right now, by the way? Am I actually bombarding this world? I probably should be, you know. Armies... Oh, wow. Okay. Quite a few armies here. And that is... Okay, the Pithox finally flipping went down. Good. So with the Pithox dead, there's no reason for the Athlid to be up here anymore. So I'm hoping this force of like 82,000 strength will now naff off south and everything will be good. Including, okay, your Death Star is not required in this bit of space. It can go away. And the, oh. The Raxar. Oh. Well, this is interesting. The Raxar are pretty much ready to give up. By the looks of it. Yeah, their war exhaustion at 100%. Mainly through destruction. But it claims they've got no intention of surrender despite 100% war... Never mind! I'm sure we'll figure out what's going on there. So, the Raxar have now accepted associate status with these bastards. So that's fascinating. Admittedly, there's not much Raxar left at this point. I'm starting to feel... Oh. I'm feeling a slight sensation of guilt right now. Because I did slightly Death Star their homeworld and all of that. And maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe, in fact, I could have, like, not done that and been friends with them. Like, when they wanted to be originally. Like, maybe, like, when I was bombarding, like, literally this entire side of the galaxy, I could have just not done that. And then maybe they would have come round. And if I gave them some nice presents... Why do I have a tomb world, by the way? Like, oh, this tomb world. Well, it's pretty dreadful. Okay, well, let's... Oh, no, I can't terraform because I don't have ecological adaptation yet. Oh, well, I guess we'll just shove it in a flipping sector then. In fact, we need to make some space in our empire for the new planets that are going to be coming in momentarily, which I might well want to keep. So, Warm Sands, manage that, I think. Yeah, at this point, the three worlds is pretty much as developed as it's going to be. So, the three worlds can 100% just be eaten. There we go. And Rome 2, hang on, I'll give you one last final upgrade. Fine, if you want upgrades... have an upgrade. Rome is already pretty much fully developed because I literally inherited it fully developed, so that's absolutely fine. So in which case Vesta can also be eaten by, I'll give you that, so it's actually connected and connected properly. No, properly, there we go. Right, there we go. So, down to just 3 out of 7. Plenty of space in the Empire for all of this. Now we've got ourselves a bit of a mess to work through here. Looks to me like, yeah, the Aphids are doing an excellent job pushing through, and... Is that Twitter? Has Twitter showed up to help you guys? Wow, they have as well. They're not exactly contributing a huge amount, but, you know, well done Twitter for trying. Ah, Twitter's actually over here as well, bombarding a world that actually needs some bombarding. They're doing a decent job over here, well flipping done. Right, where's the Death Star? My Death Star could actually do some good work clearing out this planet of Camia, so the bastard Rhino turtles don't get it, and that would also let me through here to clear all of this territory out. Very, very nice indeed. And as for you bastards, I could technically declare war on you purely to get this stuff out of the way. I mean, I actually have a good reason to do so. I've got a Colossus, so I can basically just do what the hell I want. Oh, hang on. Watch this over here. This is... Okay. It would appear that everyone from that side of the galaxy is just hanging out together. That's kind of cool. Oh, whoa. That's a lovely light show. Okay, well done, guys. Didn't realise you had flipping 20,000 strength there. And you've got, look, oh, it's autumn colours. That's very pretty. With red and orange and white. Ooh, lovely. Absolutely flipping lovely. And they're just basically walking through territory that doesn't have anything to do with them. Just because. Right, so let's get on with things here. The Aphids look like they're doing a good job here. My forces are coming in as well. Who else doesn't currently have any orders? Because you guys could probably just swing through here. That's Aphid territory, and you probably actually want some of that. And we've also got Starfish Defense. You don't have orders either. Right, begin pushing forwards. You guys can probably... Yeah, you guys jump over here. And actually, see if you can just take out some of this. So just quick hop, skip, and a jump over there. The Death Star should be in range right now. Yep, Death Star is in range to make a quick hop over here as well. Lovely. So, as soon as you get over here, there we go. So now we should see what's going on here. These guys down to 42,000 because of the debuffs of jumping. That's still plenty strong enough to take all of this. So they take all of that. Now there's this... Okay, some of this is Aphid territory, interestingly. Let's actually just get through over here. What are you guys doing right now? You are... Ah, that's not actually the Aphids. That's just my friends over here. Right, you guys, get over here. Knock out these two forces. Is the Death Star in position over Khmer just yet? They should be. Yes, they are. Fine. It's just curling them right now. And get over here. Crack this world if you'd be so kind. Lovely. And that will open up the way to all of these planets, which should be nice and easy to grab. Now, we do actually have to, yeah, break a couple of deadlocks around here. A planet around here needs to be taken down. You're actually backing off that world right now. Though it's down to 5 armies. Okay, where are my actual armies right now? I'm not 100% sure. I swear I should have... Oh, there they are. Right, it's going to take them a little while to get there, unfortunately. Not as I actually have Turzum to take out as well. Oh, I could do with more armies, to be honest. Right, how are you guys getting on, by the way? You guys... Oh, I think you've ended up just kind of falling on top of each other there. So, looks like we're just going to be... What's even left there? Oh, it's just a handful of the big ships. Fine. Handle that, clear them out. Perdition Beam just absolutely knackers that thing in one shot. And hands this straight over to the Aphids. Fine. So the Aphids want some of this territory. Question is, how much do they want it? Let's have a little look-see here. So, no. Why would you take me to the centre of the galaxy right now? So, right now it's claimed by Raxar Council, Tenants of Tabby. Okay. Maybe, just for safety, I want to make sure I get you and you. Put another claim down there. There we go. So now I've definitely got the strongest claims on all of this. So as a result of that, if I'm just the one who actually goes and... Actually, even if I don't take them, I'll be the one that actually gets them after the war. Good. Good. But yeah, the Aphids are definitely carving out a little bit of an empire for themselves. Tiny one, in many ways. The Death Star should now be in... Oh, yes, it's a deal. You can have some energy. I don't need that much of it. And you can also have the science. Yes, lovely. Right, this place should be blown up momentarily. The Shroud is apparently open to us once more. Reach in. What do we have here? So, sensor range, research speed. Okay, go for research. I have been so unlucky with the flipping Shroud. Their armor has grown brittle, can no longer sustain punishment it once could. Right. So, for the next 5 years, armor hit points, well, that's fine. I don't actually have that much armor, but I've been very unlucky with some of the dice rolls in the Shroud. It's kind of the problem with the Shroud. Like, if you go for Synthetic Ascension, you basically just get guaranteed really big benefits to all your pops. If you go biological, same basic deal. If you go for Psionic Ascension, then you may or may not get good things. It's a dice roll. If you get unlucky, it's basically worse than not doing anything at all. Which is, you know, a bit not great, given I've invested 2 of my 8 Ascension perks into this. Now, what's actually left around here? There are some strong stations. I don't want to try and push into them myself. I'm going to let the Aphids push into the station. And what I'm hoping will happen is... Oh, dear. You just shredded those poor bastards. I'm hoping at some point they'll actually want to push in. this is the Heartland. If we take these shipyards off them, that's pretty much them done. At that point, I don't know what exactly they're going to have left. I can't imagine it's going to be much. So now it's just a question of who makes the move and when. And also, where the hell are my armies? Because you guys are really taking your sweet time. Oh, I think we might be just in time for a weapon firing over here. And, ooh, there's going to be rings. Oh, what's going to happen to the rings? Do the rings separate and fall apart too? Oh. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Okay, fine. The shielding thing is good, but that's better.
Complete.
And the rings? The rings seem to be hanging out there anyway. The rings are just chilling out. Would rings continue circling if we blew this thing up? I don't know, you know. Right, so I've blown that up. Have fun with your entirely desolate empire, stupid rhino turtle bastards. And you are ready to... Yeah, you can basically jump straight over here and help out with all of this. What's the bit I need to break first? We've got ourselves this over here. Actually, that's not even worth breaking. I'd be better off basically just warping you over... No, don't warp them over there. This territory still belongs to these bastards. It'll be shot down. Well, it's got 33,000 hit points. They'll probably be able to take a few knocks, but still. Don't want to send it in directly. Fine. You just basically mosey on over here while this fleet does exactly what I wanted it to do all along, which is take you, you, and you. And once you've done that, come around here and take... Look, you can find a way to get to this. Okay, that's not exactly the path I was going for, given that doesn't actually exist as a path, but whatever, figure it out for yourselves, it'll be fine. And yeah, right now, the Aphids look like they are... Yeah, they're circling. They are 100% circling, and... Why is the Starfish Defense Force down over here? Did I send that down here? I'm not sure whether I did, but maybe I did. Right, okay. If those guys are now falling back to their actual heartlands, then at this point, screw it. I'm just going to basically go around with this force and just pick up literally everything. Either we get it, or we hand it over to the Athlid. Either is fine. It means these guys don't have it anymore, and it's stuff the Athlid can't be doing other than invading. And this feels like this is coming to an end at this point. Yeah, the blue fleets are on all sides. At this point, in all fairness, even the Eastern Coalition of 20,000 off Twitter would probably be enough to break one of these places. Yeah, because that's 10,000 and 10,000. They could probably break this, quite frankly. They'd actually do pretty well. Now, while I wait for those guys to actually make the first move and head in, we've got ourselves, yeah, the Death Star has arrived, and the Death Star can start cracking some worlds open. I'd like to get this world if I could. In fact, actually, I should get this world, which is great, because this is a gateway world. So with that, I'll have a gateway here. I think there's one up here, one over here, one here, and this wasn't a gateway down here, was it? No, this was just a wormhole, and I don't actually own it anyway. But I will have a very good selection of gateways. And weirdly, I own this one bit of territory right here. This is a... Oh, no, I've got another one as well. Nice, I might actually get a little bit of territory in this part of the world. That is very welcome. What's going on? Oh, it looks like the invasion has begun. There is actually a major bit of territory that is now being bombarded. This is Melissa 1. Not actually currently occupied. Very small world. Only 6 people on it. Must have been put down more recently. So not quite so important to take. Where are the... Here we go. Do I want you guys to... Okay. Ignore that. Jump over the top. Help out with this. Just do a point-to-point jump straight there. And you'll actually be in good shape. And what are we doing down here, by the way? We're just handing territory straight over to the Athalids. Okay, there's worse things we could be doing with our time. Someone's fighting us. Where's the violence? That is... that's just us going along here, taking out all of this. Fine, if we're lucky, we'll get this system as well. That'd be very, very nice indeed. Death Star's ready to do that. Yeah, we did indeed take that. And, ooh. Oh, we get Prophet's Retreat. Oh, we get Prophet's Retreat. Oh, that's so cool. Right, okay. Are you guys ready to jump, by the way? Because, yeah, if you can, just jump directly. Screw it. Right, well, I'm having Prophet's Retreat. What are you going to do to stop me, you stupid spiritualist bastards? This is going to be my holy world. Except, you know, in my version of a holy world, what I do is I just go settle holy worlds, because holy worlds are fun. Right, okay. That spot there, that's a good spot. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. So, plenty of food here, plenty of everything. Plenty of science, too. Screw it, I'm sending tabbies. This is a wholly perfect world. The tabbies are coming. Right, don't forget to do that. That is good. We're going to get ourselves one of those beautiful Gaia worlds that normally you can't help yourself to. So that is excellently good news. How's this thing doing, by the way? Oh, charging weapons. Ready to begin firing momentarily. Looks like they are not quite moving in yet. There is, a small tsunami force around here. Unfortunately, taking out all of those bloody transport fleets. But no huge loss. And then also... there's also, yeah, pirate fleets dotted around here. But in all fairness, the successor states of the Khan are doing very badly, so we don't really need to worry about them too much. Right, okay. I think my forces have just arrived here. This world is, I believe, pretty much ready to be just walked straight onto. This right now belongs to... who holds that? Ah, the Aphids will get it by the looks of things. That is a bit of a shame. Unless, of course, well, I've got the better claim... okay, I'm just going to deploy my fleet to here to make sure I'm the person that actually takes over these 3 actual stations. Because if I own the stations and I've got the claims down, I ought to get the world. Also, who just... oh, an Admiral just died. Oh, that's sad. I think we've actually got... yeah, we've got a good guy waiting in the wings, actually. Starfish Defense Fleet, you're actually a good thing. Though actually, who's just moving in right now? Oh, you've already got a good Admiral. That's absolutely fine then. What about you? Your salvaged fleet. Starfish Defense is not so good. Okay, which is the best, strongest fleet we've got? General Security. Fine, that's doing its business. Cabbage Liberators could do with an Admiral. Yeah, we got this guy. He's actually good. Mercenary Warrior, but I've actually got him for good. So he's actually 4 out of 5 and comes with fire and evasion up, which is pretty decent. So that is pretty good. Where are the Cabbage Liberators? Sorry, who sent you over there? For what? Maybe they went there for upgrades. Now I'm confused. Oh, they must have reappeared there after they got lost. Right, well, guys, I'm going to be honest. You could probably do better work over here. So if you want to just head in this direction, that'd be great. How are we doing with firing the death ray, by the way? We're doing... okay, I think it went pretty well, yes. Except apparently this world still doesn't belong to me.
Planetary
Why?
invasion begun.
Is the world technically not blown up yet? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I think this world has exploded. Yep, there we go. Anytime you're ready to admit this belongs to me. Guys, are you... is there another planet here I'm not familiar with? Doesn't seem to be. Right, maybe we'll come back to that one later. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Colony lost. We lost something to the Aphids. That's fine. How are we doing over here, by the way? General Security should be able to... yeah, they should be able to just blast their way straight through that. We'll take a few knocks, but there we go. Right. So, we have currently occupied that system. What else is here? There's just weirdly a transport fleet. The forces here are not particularly significant. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Let's just get over here. Then, okay, after that, at some point, get over there. Why are you guys backing off? That doesn't actually help me. Okay, you're supposed to probably be helping with the invasion right now. I mean, I'm just handing territory over to you, so it would be nice if you were willing to return the favour. And this is... I imagine you guys are going to fight, right? Oh, yeah, these guys are going to fight. So, the Materialists are just going to absolutely tear apart this force of 11,000. Good. That's probably one of the last forces you've actually got left. And this force is going to completely ignore that for some reason. Right. Well, I just want to quickly clear out all of this business. I'm going to guess there's... oh, yeah. There's totally stuff going on down here, so I can't actually... ooh, gateway construction sites. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that if you just would be willing to hand that over. That'd be lovely. And still, this belongs to the Raxar, technically. I'm not quite sure how, but apparently it does. And Storm Surge has caught up with us over here, but it is just one tiny, tiny force. Fine. So if we just take out all of these spots, they won't be able to retrain or repair their things anymore. good. Now, what have we actually got over here? We've got ourselves... not great worlds, to be honest. Haven't actually had a chance to scan them yet, so I don't really know what's going on down there. Right. Continue moving along around... Oh! I can't actually get over there. Okay, hang on. I might be able to help out. Are you guys about to get over to... Oh, this looks like it's the good one. Boo! Boo! Ooh. Right. Flipping 58,000 power there. Well, you guys should be able to win that, but okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just leave that one to you. That's a little bit on the nasty side, actually. Yeah, I'll leave that one to you. I'll just take these two. Sadly, that means I think they're going to get the capital if they actually lock this down. So, yeah, that's one hell of a defense there. Almost 60,000 in that alone. Now, in theory, they might be able to win. Just depends if either of them is particularly well set up to counter the other. Generally, defense platforms and star bases aren't so good in direct combat. Yeah, those guys are already falling down to 40,000, so that's looking like it's going to be pretty good for them. I've locked down these systems. That's good. Now, I do not want to blow up these systems because I would like to, like, you know, own them. Because I do think I do actually have the right to do so. I've got claims down that the game says are strong claims. So, let's see what's down here. Handful of armies. Nothing that my armies shouldn't be able to handle. So, yeah, just jump over the top here. That will do quite nicely. And you guys should momentarily have this taken care of. Yeah, you've taken some bad knocks there. But you're in pretty decent shape. Pretty decent shape. So, down that goes. And as soon as that falls, yeah, that has been handed over to me. Good. So he's honouring the claim I've got. Excellent. And income reinforcements. Bit late, to be honest, lads. A little bit late, but well done. Well done for trying. So, bring in the armies. My armies should be strong enough to handle this. Whew. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it at this point. Now, obviously, I don't want any of these worlds blown up. I want all of them bombarded and taken. This world up here is... Do I even want this world? Is it a good world? It's pretty big, but it's kind of ruined. Kind of my fault, to be honest. Shield hit points plus 5%. Very, very nice indeed. Energy credits up. Positronic AI, enigmatic decoder. I'll take Planetary. It's quick to do, and during the crisis, there might be a scenario that's actually quite useful. And apparently, I just blew up another planet, so that's good. Yeah, okay, so I get this world. Fine, so I've almost managed to create... I've got a really weird empire. So my empire, it's like it's hugging the rest of the galaxy. I'm giving the rest of the galaxy a great big hug. If you wanted a less friendly analogy, as my symbol is literally a claw, you could say I've got my claws kind of dug into the rest of the galaxy, but I prefer the hug analogy. Now, let's check how bad the situation with the worlds is elsewhere. Looks like they're going to start bombarding this for me. Actually, that one's quite easy to take. So I might actually deploy my... I can't deploy my armies over there because I can only leave through the way I came, and the way I came, I'm pretty sure, was jump drives. So that's no good. You guys bombarding this world, by the way. You're bombarding this world. Oh, that's going to take bloody ages. But, quite frankly, it's going to be worth it. Because this is all going to belong to me in time. And you guys are just coming over here. Presumably that there is the final one going down. Nice. So, final one goes down over here. And actually, I could finally figure out what the bloody hell's going on in this part of the Empire. Because I never found out. This part of the Empire is just a mystery to me. I've no bloody clue. Colony ship also seems to be, yep, colony ship is ready. Deploy the colony ship. We are going to just go and set up Prophet's Retreat. I'm happy to keep it with that name. It's a holy name and we are a holy people. Prophet's Retreat. Let's get it settled. Where are the other good worlds, by the way? There's another one. There's Walled Garden. Sadly, I don't actually own that one. That's a shame. Now, why the hell has this world not fallen to me already? What is the problem here? Because, sorry, are you regrowing your... We blew up the wrong planet! I blew up the wrong world! I blew up that one and that's... Oh my. That would be what went wrong. I accidentally fired on the wrong world with a Death Star. Okay, rule number 1 of having a Death Star. Before you fire it, make sure you're aiming it at a planet you actually want to destroy and not the planet next door. I don't really want this planet either. I might just bring this planet and just blow that up. That's fine. Right, this explains a lot, yeah. Okay, that's beautiful. That is a thing of beauty right there. I accidentally blew up the wrong planet. Great. So, how are we getting on down here? Because at some point we might accidentally blow up the... Actually, they're down to 500 odd. Right, I'm pretty sure we're safe to land our armies at this point. So, commencify landing. That will be the first world of an awakened ascendancy we are actually fully occupying. I believe we have blown some up before. But this is actually, well, this is a homeworld. So this is definitely something a little bit on the special side. So planetary invasion has begun. These guys are, ouch. Your armies are, yeah, proper defense armies. Probably really nasty stuff there. So I'm taking some bad damage. Luckily, this guy has managed to, yeah, pull back some of these armies before they got completely knackered. Ouch. Yeah. I'm losing 10 ago. He's losing like 6 ago. So... this is fine, and also morale's starting to collapse. The Hawking Beast and the Psionic armies are starting to help out with that. Good, this is under control, but ouch, they gave me a bit of a fight up front there. Some of those armies were badly crippled. Luckily, we've brought the reinforcements along, so we should be in good shape there. How's everyone else getting on, by the way? Are we doing good? You guys over here. I believe this was, yeah, there was barely anything here. Yeah, that's already down to 4, so that'll fall apart pretty easily. Down over here... Celestial Throne has... that's got 10 bajillion on it, and I'm assuming Sky Temple is. Sky Temple's not so bad, actually. Right. Have we actually managed to... no, that's just a whole bunch of edicts that need replacing. You can have all of them. How's the invasion going? Should be pretty much won at this point. Yeah. That's looking pretty darn good. Last few armies collapse. Morale breaks. The combat effectiveness is crippled. And as a result, we're no longer even taking damage. And...
aggressor colony emancipated.
Job done. And this belongs to me. I have got myself a flipping former Holy Awakened Empire world. Love it. In fact, I'm going to get all of them because I got the claims down. Let's just double check I do actually have the claims. Yep, I've got the claims here. I'm going to get all of this stuff. Love it. Right, now that this area is cleared out, the fleet can move straight on to, yeah, this place should be the easy one. And yeah, that's the army. And the fleet moves over here because the fleet... can most easily help by beginning the bombardment of Sky Temple. Yeah, that's going to be the best way to handle all of that. And then my forces are also moving in here together with reinforcements, another 61,000 from the Aphids. Now, my slight concern is at some point I'm going to have to fight the Aphids. I can't help but notice they seem to have fleets of like, you know, 60 to 100,000 or whatever, literally everywhere, which mildly concerns me. Meanwhile, back over here... this time, definitely crack the right flipping world. And up north, small force here, nothing too major to worry about. Where are my forces? Yeah, 1,500. Should be able to handle this pretty easily. There should be basically nothing left at this point. Yeah, 2.5 armies. Someone's fighting someone. That is... that's just me pushing it over here. Though, admittedly, pushing it against 41,000. If someone would like to help... like you, for example, would you like to come and help? Yeah, anytime you're ready. Like, no rush or anything, but my forces are probably taking quite a bit of flipping damage from this, actually. Ouch. Yeah. Luckily, they're going to be able to push back for the most part. We are looking like we're knackering. Yeah, the defense platform is going to go down once that's down. Hopefully, the damage is being done slowly enough. Okay, and with the shields down, my plasma can start tearing apart the armor nice and fast. So, I'm hoping we should be okay. Another planet just went down there, by the way. Good stuff. And yeah, here we go. Now, plasma and lasers will do a good job tearing through all of this in no time at all. Massive perdition hit. And a couple more ships decide to warp out. We'll have lost some corvettes, tragically. But we have still managed to take this out. Lovely. So this fleet is... how strong is it now? Yeah, we lost something. Screw it. Just spend 14,000 trying to repair this. Get some reinforcements coming in. Right. Begin bombarding this world. Oh, thanks for showing up. Thanks. Thank you so, so much. How's this world doing? This world is not too difficult to crack. Should be fine. Okay, and we've taken this world as well, which means my armies can now start moving around over here, and life will be good. And we finally blew up the right flipping planet. There we go. That's it. That's the one. That's fine. Now there are no witnesses to the fact we accidentally blew up the wrong planet last time. And I will say, Twitter has been surprisingly helpful during this... What the hell was that? That was one ship in a bloody hurry. Twitter has been surprisingly helpful. They've actually been travelling around. They've been sniping off the little things. Well, when I say little, like, even the basic things here are like 6,000 strong. And Twitter's just been going around, hitting them for me. And Twitter doesn't even get them. I get them. So, thanks, Twitter. You've been really, really cool during this war. And this would do. Core sector systems. Well, do actually need that. Yeah, +1 there wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't mind going up to 8 from 7. Oh, another world just fell to me. I'm not sure who actually just invaded that world. Was that actually the Aphids? I think the Aphids did that one for me. Yeah, the Aphids sent in some android assault armies. Lardy flipping darts. So well done to them. They've just basically taken a world and then, yep, they're going to be forced to immediately hand it over to me, which will be very, very nice indeed, because that is totally my system. I own the star base. You've acknowledged my claim. So as a result, I'm going to be owning that. Colony gained. Yep, there it is. It moves officially into my control. One last, well, when I say one last, technically 2, actually. Sky Temple is, that's almost done. Fine. So Sky Temple, begin landing armies there. That one's by far the less guarded. Celestial Throne, however, that has still got 1,600 strength. That's going to take some battering, and I can't even see what's going on down there. But the War in Heaven at this point is, I think, almost done. Like, once this happens, what do they even have left? Also, apparently, War in Heaven, yeah, 43%. Despite the fact we've literally taken almost everything you own in the world. Still, hopefully, once the actual Awakened Ascendancy is destroyed, at that point, yeah, their actual, the people who are working for them will actually fall apart. So the rest of the galaxy will just go back to being independent little nations. Now, I need to find some more stuff to just delete, by the way, because, yeah, I'm actually over capacity for star bases again. And yes, indeed, the fight down on Sky Temple, nice and simple. And that leaves me with 1,400 strength right now. We have taken some knocks during this war to the armies. Celestial Throne is taking some light knocks. Reinforcements are arriving right now. More reinforcements too. Commencify. Ooh. That's kind of cute. Their moon is called The Mistake. Except it's been devastated by some form of, yeah, planet cracker or something. Broken world. Was that always the case, or did Apocalypse add that? I can't remember, you know. That's kind of cool. Right, well, let's just all join in with the bombardment, because hopefully that will help speed it up a little bit, because there's a lot of people that need bombarding here. The garrison here is far too flippin' strong. Planet summary, no bloody clue. Right, well, I've got enough space for the time being. While we're just bombarding that, let's see what else we've... Wait, shouldn't I have another one? Yeah, fine. Oh, sorry, there's some up here, and then the... You know, I thought I'd feel happy when that eventually happens, but I don't. Also, oh, I think I just actually finished them off by blowing up this... Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I finished them off with a Death Star. That's Death Star genocide. That's gonna be a hard sell for the PR guys. That's really gonna be a hard sell. Yeah, I feel kind of sad actually. Genuinely do feel a bit sad for the end of the Raxar. Oh well. And... okay. And what actually just happened here? Did those guys just... Oh, those guys started to just close the borders to us. Right, well, understandable, I guess. Why do they suddenly hate... Well, okay, why do you think they suddenly hate us? Like, by any chance, do you think the fact that you've got a Death Star that you've repeatedly utilised within their own space on planets they wanted to take over might be a reason? So, keep time ticking along while we're bombarding over here. Let's see what we've picked up. So, over here, we've got... Yeah, these are the 3 in Lombardus. So, this is you up here. This is you in here. And this is you down here. Fine. So, we got ourselves up here, single planet. Let's have a look, see what we got going on. We got some Hydras. What are you guys actually good at, by the way? Desert preference, psionic, so quite useful. Natural physicist, traditional, so good at unity as well. Communal, charismatic, resilient, defense, army damage. Ooh, no wonder we've taken some knocks. You guys apparently are resilient. Ouch. Naturally, they're almost all going to be spiritualists, because spiritualists have no problems with ethics attraction. Yeah. Not a bad little world, all things considered. Not the best, and almost weird that it's actually not 100% developed. Here, have a paradise dome, my gift to you, and I will start repairing all of this as well. This over here is just flipping lovely. I will give you mining, the gift of industry. Clone vats, yeah, go on then. That might be fun. We'll do some clone vats, and we'll repair up your power plants and improve your... What even was that? Oh, we'll give you physics, because apparently you're good at it. Yeah, you natural physicists who in centuries never bothered to build a flipping physics lab. Well, bloody done, you geniuses. Right, well, keep giving them more mining. Right, so that world is okay, if not spectacular. Nice that it's actually got some stuff there. And yes, we did indeed blow up the final remaining world of the Raxar. Should have not done that. So, meanwhile, over here on Gozum 3, this is relatively underdeveloped by the looks of things. Yeah, and we kind of blew up some of it. Stronghold, just repair up that. Give them some of this business. Once again, I will give you a Paradise Dome, because I'm nice like that. Ooh, planetary shield generator. Very, very fun indeed. It does look pretty. And it is better now it actually produces science. Like, it's not a terrible thing to just slap down if you've got an empty spot. Why not, I suppose. Yeah, engineering is quite useful. And we'll give you a power plant as well. Lovely. Am I already... Yeah, I'm already repairing that. Fine. Again, decent but not exactly spectacular. I should keep time ticking along, by the way. And the final one that's on its own, that's arguably the less interesting, cyto-revitalization. I'm assuming that's, yeah, hydroponics form 4. Just improve that as well. That can be my Paradise Dome gift to you. That's a stronghold. Yeah, nothing too exciting or sexy, but a decent enough little planet here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slap down one of my many art monuments here. Not mining, art. Nice. Now, this is probably the interesting one. Now we're getting into Sky Temple. Also, what happened to... Right, apparently pirates just showed up here for some reason. You guys... Oh, you guys are just expanding like crazy. Well, I'm sure you'll get to deal with those pirates sooner or later. Sky Temple. This is... Oh, yeah. This is the big one right there. This is their homeworld. This is where they keep the special big technology we're not even allowed to have. We will actually repair up your dark matter power plants. We'll just figure it out. Just kind of give us the instruction manual. We'll make it happen. So that is definitely worth keeping in the Empire. Even if the others I basically just shove over there. Yeah, this actual homeworld will definitely be keeping... Oh, no, wait, hang on. Guys. Guys, what are you doing with the Colossus? Why is the Colossus here? You should not be bringing up the Doom Beam right now. Seriously. Where's it going? Are you guys bringing over to... Uh-oh. They might actually be planning to use that. Okay. We need to end this right now before he actually shields the bloody world. What are we down to? Okay. That has not made much progress in the time I was looking at the other worlds. I physically couldn't take that. Right, that's a concern, because I kind of want to have this. Do want to have that. That is actually true. Right, okay. So, I know what we're doing as a result of that. One, we need to amend these stations. These stations are... Anything particularly interesting? I'll keep one listening post around here. Why not? But crew quarters I can do without. I'm going to replace that with naval logistics. And most of this is just going to be replaced with anchorages. Yeah, we'll just basically anchorage this place up. It'll be fine. I definitely don't need listening outposts in every single slot, so I can replace some of these, no problem at all. And this will be worth a fair bit of additional fleet capacity. Lovely. Okay, fortunately, yeah, the actual Colossus is heading down in this direction. Not quite sure what they're after, to be honest. Also, there's just a raiding fleet moving out over here into... Yeah, this bit of the galaxy's a mess at this point. How are you guys doing in that war, by the way? Looks like... Oh. Oh, dear. It looks to me like the Tebazoids, your days are pretty much done, aren't you? Yeah, that war's not going well for you. Your war exhaustion is definitely ticking up. And one of my vassals has just become more spiritualist. Well, welcome aboard. It's a good religion. I'm glad you're here. Now, what else have we got? Yeah. These guys are now just basically heading in this direction, just expanding, because... Actually, no. That's not them. That's Twitter and the Zimmerpucks and the Mushrooms. Or rather, one of the Mushroom breakaways that actually started to join in. They're just heading for home. Right, okay. So, the Aphids are... Yeah, they're building a weird empire. It's dotted all over the place, but I guess it kind of works for them, so that's fine. Yeah. We just need to spend some time knocking down this. But I'd say probably... I know what we want to do here, which is all of this can just be its own little sector, and then I will just keep the nice little throne world of Brakmar over here, because Sky Temple and Celestial Throne, they just seem like cool things to have, but I will actually start a brand new sector. I've got 8 out of 27 right now, that's ridiculous. Right, so we'll be having all of you shoved in there. Lovely. So we'll get rid of all of that, and I will actually keep the homeworld of the Fallen Empires and Awakened Ascendancies I've killed, because that just strikes me as fun. I mean, I'm guessing these guys have a planetary shield generator. Like, I can't see how else they're basically standing up to this much bombardment while barely losing anything. And if that's the case, we're going to have to just go down there and take care of it, which is unfortunate. So that means we're going to need some new flipping troops, right? Prepare the new troops in that case. We're actually paying a visit back to Hawking, which is, producing lots of good old science. Yeah, I think it's time for... Oh, apparently I can only actually have one more Titanic Beast in the Empire. Tragic. Right, plenty more armies in production there. That'll be able to break the deadlock if nothing else bloody can. Oh, and the Shroud becomes available as well. Let's have less terrible luck in the Shroud, please. What do we have here? Yeah, let's just linger for a while and probably get cursed. And... Oh! Well! This is interesting. So, apparently, we just picked up psionic jump drives. Well, that's bloody good! Do we actually have to research them, or do I just know them at this point? Hang on, do I actually need to... No, I do actually need to still do that. So, psi jump travel. That is going to be minus 80% to charge time and 50% to jump drive range. So, yeah, that has definitely got to be better than what I've already got, I assume. Yeah, additional range and just 10%, or rather 10 percentage points further off the jump charge time. Definitely superior. Great, we should get that going sooner rather than later. It is apparently dangerous technology, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Right, finally, we get something good and useful out of the bloody Shroud. About flipping time. And we lost one of our very good quality admirals off the General Security Fleet. That's very, very sad indeed. Ah, and don't forget, there was a gateway construction site. I do indeed now own it. And that means we can now get that underway. So give it a few years. We're going to have a gateway down here. Oh yeah, we're going to have gateways all over. We can finally actually move pretty freely around our entire empire. Also, apparently these guys have just been getting on with, randomly shielding planets. Belonging to... Oh! Okay. Interesting. They've shielded a planet that I think used to belong to... Yeah, that used to belong to, I think, one of the Khan successor states. They've just taken it over as a normal system now, because technically there's not a planet anymore. But Twitter has actually been gifted some worlds around here. Lardy flippin' dar. Now, I may have made a slight mistake here, which is I was planning for my colony ship to use jump drives to hop this distance to get over to this area. Which, it turns out, it probably can't do. And was a stupid idea, because there's a flipping gateway. There's a flipping gateway. Just use the gateway. There's literally a gateway right here. Oh, bloody hell. Right, well. Okay. Probably didn't think that through very hard. Oh, also, remember how I made a deal with the composure of the strands? a while ago, and there was the worrying picture. Apparently that's had some problems. So the genetic code of the hang on, what? But I'm not the... Okay, possibly that's just calling up the wrong thing. Possibly that's supposed to say me. Strangely, the rapid and unpredictable mutations have provoked no more than a very muted reaction. It seems our population has come to treat the random and unpredictable mutations as little more than a normal part of life, hardly worthy of outrage or even discussion. Okay. So, well, it says the growth for randomly mutating. I mean, possibly it means, yeah, the growth that are actually inside my empire, which is certainly true. They could potentially be mutating. That's possible. There we go. I finally figured it out. So a good thing to do would be to use, yeah, the gateways I've constructed in order to move around the galaxy quickly. Now, how are the new armies doing, by the way? I've got some new armies coming in over here. That's a fair few armies. And we've got ourselves, that's some new Hawking Beasts over here. Lovely. Right, you lads, both of you can probably head on your way over here. That's probably enough. And oh yeah, the network of flipping gateways makes that so much easier now. We can just skip across half the galaxy in no time at all. Honestly, I really think the gateways in particular make the new way that everything works since Apocalypse work so well. Like, the game feels quite slow, and you've got to be very careful because it's very difficult to move fleets around quickly in the early game. But once you start getting gateways set up, just teleporting from one side of the galaxy to the other, you know, according to your own network of gateways, which you yourself built and chose where to place, that's just wonderful though. I've also finally figured out the reason I get some good benefits of my interactions with the Space Mongols is obviously the 6 systems is actually right next to them. So that's actually been quite useful because they've never caused me any trouble, but occasionally I just get like, you know, plus 10% fire rate for 10 years or something amazing like that. And yeah, it's just because I've actually got a border with them, which is quite bloody useful. Also, the Athelans are getting a little bit maybe shield happy, to be honest. Like, I know I've blown up a fair few worlds, but they seem to just be randomly... Yeah, they're just going around shielding everything at this point. That might be a little bit, over the top, guys. I mean, my main problem with it is, as they're going around, like, destroying stuff that I might want to take over in the future, every time a planet ceases to exist, then what's potentially a very decent source of minerals is taken off the map. Now, when the endgame crisis shows up from outside of the galaxy or whatever, we're kind of going to be needing those resources. So, yeah, hopefully this doesn't come back to bite us later. Right, here we go. Drawn together a whole big old pile of new fleets. So, combined strength of 2,100, including new Hawking Beasts, new Psionic armies, new all sorts of things. Flipping 28 Assault armies. 3 Psionics, and also a flipping Psionic avatar, because why the hell not, eh? And we've barely made any progress at all. Yeah, continue the deal. We got 1,200. I kind of just want this war in heaven to be over, because I'm feeling like at this point, I'm just being left to clean it up over here, and these guys are just expanding like crazy in this direction, and Twitter are actually doing the best out of anyone right now. Like, they're just picking up territories left, right, and centre.
Planetary invasion begun.
Planetary invasion has indeed begun. Now, how is this going to go? Probably not 100% great in every way, but we should have brought enough strength here. Hang on, let's have a look, see what's going on here. Invader strength is going down by about 9 or so a go. You're going down by 6 a go, but I have about double of what you have. So there's an excellent chance we're going to take some very serious losses, but I'm also seeing, yeah, I'm seeing morale problems going on here. Fine. So, morale is starting to collapse. Yeah, fine. Damage is reduced by 75%. So, the numbers are going to start coming into my favour pretty quickly in all of those engagements. Yeah, now we're losing 7 or so. 7 or 8 a turn. So, we're still losing quite a lot. This is going to be... Now, that's a concern. The fact that the Tebazoid Ravagers, you know, they're called the Tebazoid Ravagers. If you guys have got a Colossus project, like, well, I'm not really one to talk, to be honest. I'm not really one to talk. But we probably still want to be careful of that. Do we actually have any borders with them? Not really. We don't have any borders with any of them. And equally, they're about to lose everything. Though it looks like they might actually take out, yeah, a few planets on their way. looks like we've got ourselves a victory here. We're starting to lose. Yeah, we're losing. We're still losing a lot of strength here, but I think we've managed to pull back most of it to safety. This lovely little psychic general has done a wonderful job. Plenty of their armies are broken, collapsing, pulling back, so now it's just a case of mopping them up. Yeah, fine. They're going to start collapsing very, very soon indeed. We got this. That's the end of the war in heaven. That was one hell of a planet to crack. Like, they're flipping better be a planetary shield generator down there, otherwise I do not know what the hell was going on. And here we go. Almost flipping got it. This is the first time I've ever actually won a war in heaven where I was actually taking the sides of one of the actual, the awakened ascendancies. So plenty of them now just being mopped up. Yeah, this is looking good. Like, we've taken a load of damage, but most of it will be able to heal off. This guy's actually done a good job pulling these guys back, which is very, very nice indeed. So, down you go. And it looks like the throne world is gonna fall to me. I'm gonna get all the good stuff here. You guys have got yourselves a bit of territory, but I got the claims down on the good stuff, so screw you, basically. What's actually fighting? What's gonna be... Oh! It's actually a Hawking Beast! Nice, the Hawking Beasts are getting in there. And with that, the war in heaven should be done. And... nice. So, let's see what we got here. The Grolfurps are indeed taken care of, though their citizens are apparently randomly mutating at some point because I made a deal with the devil. So that's unfortunate. So, he ceased to exist. And at this point... yeah, the Aphids look like they've just straight up vassalized or annexed one of the little guys. Anything else? There we go. So, a precursor empire has indeed been defeated. So it's ended with the destruction of one of the combatants, but not at the hands of their old rival. Whether it was due to the war weakening them or simply due to the strength of a younger race, destruction of the precursor empire at the hands of their supposed lessers has changed the situation considerably. Now the question remains, will the Aphids enforcers be able to avoid the fate of their ancient foe, or does this defeat signal the dawn of a new age in the galaxy? It remains to be seen. Right, so... anything else just changed in particular? So these guys are, hang on, Slurpin or Successor Kana? Which ones are you? I don't even know where the bloody hell they are. It might be... is that you? No, you're the Sidimus, or the Simatus or whatever. I don't even know where the hell you guys are. Possibly you have just been straight up eaten. So, the situation as it is now. The vast majority of the galaxy now belongs to this little awakened ascendancy. If I declare war on them, I'm basically at war with literally everyone. So I've kind of been a bit of a victim of my own success, to be honest. Because, yeah, I may have slightly accidentally provided huge amounts of territory to the people that are actually about to fight me. I may have just made my life a lot harder. Still, Celestial Throne. I'm going to guess this place... oh. Right, well, apparently, there's not a single bit of crater damage on here. Probably thanks to, yeah, this planetary shield generator. So that thing really showed its power right there. Still, nothing too much here for the most part. Repair up all of these systems. We did some damage, but actually way less than I would expect. It took a long time to cut through that shield. And that leaves us with... anything else needs to be done? I think that's just like, you know, we've already done that one. Fine. Then that just leaves us with, well, these guys are actually minus 40% happiness. You'd think it would be more than minus 40. These guys thought that they were literally the most powerful empire in the galaxy, and now they've been conquered by a lesser race and handed over to some little upstart kingdom. Right. What do we have for you? Art Monument will be a little bit on the pointless side, to be honest. Let's just give you, yeah, planetary administration, so I can actually, you know, have a proper administration here. This thing, actually, you know what? I'm going to demolish that. And we're going to replace it with... ooh, they weren't happy with that. And repair project. I'm not trying to repair project. I'm trying to cancel that. Cancel that. Lovely. And now instead, build me... could have a temple. Could have a visitor centre. That might be nice too. No, I think what I want is... oh, can I not have a... oh, I'm not out of Paradise Dome. Because... technically, I don't actually have a flipping planetary administration. Right, well, I guess we let that be built. Still, I'd say we've just done some good work there. The question now actually remains, when and what is the crisis going to be? And what do I do now? Because the galaxy's in a bit of an odd situation, isn't it? Because if I go to war against any one of these guys, then potentially that could cause problems. Though actually, do you guys actually care about me declaring war on one of the fellow satellites? Because I'm not sure you do. Right, I've just dropped a save to test this. If I decide that I want to go to war with the Rhino turtles, who mysteriously suddenly have all the territory in the world, I fought a massive war to get rid of the Raxar, and I've just replaced them with the bloody Rhino turtles. Marvellous. Yeah, if I just declare war on them, and I basically just say, because I've got a massive Death Star, I can just, go to war with you and screw you pretty much, then does anyone want to come along? There's basically no one who can come along. Okay, if I do that, then what actually happens at that point? And it would appear, yeah, I can actually declare war against other satellite nations. These guys don't care about that. As long as I've banned AI, and as long as I'm giving them the science, and as long as I'm leaving them alone, they don't actually care. Interesting. And also of interest, I can declare war on these guys anytime I want without pulling the rest of the satellites in. So the other satellites do not actually jump to their aid. I do not immediately come into conflict with these guys. Now that's interesting. So I don't want that to stand, because I've just started 2 wars without actually being ready for them. Now that I know that, this opens up interesting opportunities, doesn't it? The galaxy is in a whole new shape. All of a sudden, the Rhino turtles are back, but weirdly, there's almost actually nothing in their empire, because I may have slightly blown up all of it with a Death Star. So absolutely all of this is pretty much just up for grabs, and they've locked me out of this territory, which I don't particularly approve of. So potentially, as I've got all my fleets here, just a quick war to basically reclaim all of this territory for my own. That could be of interest. Actually reunify my empire, get rid of these bastards. Yeah, that could be just a little thing. And as for, yeah, the dwarves, I could help myself to a little bit of territory around there. Potentially not a desperately good idea, because, yeah, if I actually declare war against them, I'm just basically exposing my border to more of the Aphid border. Don't really want that. Now, me and Twitter got on pretty well, but as it turns out, no, they don't really like us that much, because I did fire a Death Star. Fair enough. Fair flip enough. I'm not going to deny it. I did do that, yes. Though, strangely, some of these guys would actually potentially be starting to come round to like me if I didn't have a Death Star. Because some of these guys are like minus 400, but I've got a minus 495 off the Death Star. So, if I'd never built the Death Star, some of these guys would actually want to be my friends. I feel like there's a moral message in here, but I can't quite figure it out. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Let's leave things off there. We have completed the War in Heaven. But, well, whether this is actually going to work out for me or not, I'm not 100% sure. I think what I need to do now is pick off just a handful of the people who actually fought in that war with me. Probably just secure my borders against these bastards, just to make sure nothing bad is about to happen there. Though actually, shouldn't be a big deal to do that. In fact, actually, yeah, there's only a couple of border systems with these guys anyway, so that will not be too difficult to set up. We'll just kind of reinforce the borders around here. We'll probably just sweep straight through the Rhino turtles. I've got all the fleets here, and there's basically no planets to take, and if there are any planets to take, screw it, I could just blow up literally all of their planets. Like, I've already fired the Death Star. At this point, everyone already hates me. Why did this just drop? This should not have dropped. In fact, why am I also losing 755 minerals every single month? That doesn't feel right. Game, are you calculating something incorrectly? Right, we'll look into that. We'll try and figure out what the next logical move is next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. This has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.